Hey Internet, how's it going? Adrian here. So I have been homesick a bit lately. For those of you who don't know, I was born and raised in Japan. More specifically, I was born in Okinawa, Japan, of all places. And it's because my dad was in the U.S. Navy. Even though both my parents are from the Philippines, they immigrated to the United States when he joined the naval service and eventually found his way to Japan, where I was born and spent 20 plus years of my life before moving here to California and more specifically the Bay Area. And as of late, I've been going home less frequent. Last year, I went once in the beginning of the year, and before that, it's had been a couple years since I had been home, especially with the pandemic and whatnot. Whereas prior, I used to go at least minimum twice a year. But as life does, it creeps on you and you get busier, you have more responsibilities. And for me, that is our business, and it's growing. We're continuing to grow, so a lot more responsibilities. This year, I can proudly announce as of August, we have placed 914 for the second consecutive year on the 5,000 Inc. 5,000 fastest growing companies in America. So surpassing where we were last year and continuing to grow as a business. So in fairness, maybe I'm a little homesick because I'm, yearning for a break or vacation or leave. But, it's funny to associate like vacation with home for me because it's not necessarily that. It's not like, a break from things. Going home to me is just so much more than that. Going home is a myriad of things. And that concept of home has always been something that I've struggled with defining. It's something I've tried to capture in past videos, and it's always been a struggle to encapsulate what home and going home means to me, in a script or a video or what have you. Because to me, home is more than a place, or it's geography on a map. Or maybe it's the food that I try so hard to recapture but can't quite. And if anything is slightly Japan-pilled, I'm watching. But I don't know, maybe home is just a geographic place or city that we just consider home. Or maybe it's the weather that I miss so much. Just gotta stretch the legs.
On American Airlines Flight 62 Dallas Fort Worth. Please come to the gates 72, gate 72, thank you.
But with all that said, welcome to the Japan 2024 vlog. So it's nearly 9 p.m. It's been a day. I did not sleep on the flight at all, but good news is we are at the Airbnb and we're finally settled in. Super tiny room. This is literally it. Right here. That's the door. That's the room. And there's the bathroom. And even though we're exhausted, first things first. First meal has to be Coco's. Okay, and with that, day one is in the books. Back from a late dinner. I say late, it's not even 10 p.m. here, or maybe actually, no, a little bit past 10 p.m., but it's 6 a.m. for me in the West Coast. And when I tell you that I slept for 20 plus minutes on this flight, I think it's always a combination of anxiousness of getting to go home for the first time, and I just don't generally sleep well on flights. Pretty exhausted, so want to get some rest, reset, and then kind of adjust the clock for the official day one in Japan tomorrow and kicking off this vlog series. As they say, it is good to be home. "5:45 in the morning. Been up for the last couple hours The jet lag is real, but we are out here. It's officially day one here in Japan. And with that, so it's nearly like 6 in the morning, and we're off to the convenience store to get a pre-breakfast breakfast. So you already know we had to come to the Golden Arches, the prime time, the #1 convenience store, that is Family Mart. I will hear no Family Mart slander from the Lawson crowd out there. Bag secured. Breakfast. Got the spam musubi. She got the cream puff. It's always a classic here. Onigiri. I used to get these. This is essentially just pancakes with syrup and butter. Got the first coffee of the day. And now we're off for part 2 of the day. It's like 9 a.m. Got up early, went around for a bit, and now we're gonna hit the town and check out some spots. So outside the DJI Pocket, which I'm using to mainly shoot, I also have my Sony A7C, which is gonna be just kind of my run and gun point and shoot for this trip, especially or mainly for photography. Arrived at stop number 1. Take out okay. Coffee swamp in this alleyway near Shinjuku. Would recommend. Vibes are immaculate. Passing through this park right here. And that to me is what I grew up on, the sounds of summer. That is the cicadas you can hear in the background there. A noise I'm all too familiar with. Next stop, game hunting. So we're not quite there just yet, but we're like roughly 10 minutes out from Akihabara, or Electric Town. So we're in the general city right now in vicinity, just getting out of the station. And just gonna kind of walk around until we hit the main area. And this is where we're starting things off today. Doing a little bit of game hunting to kick off the trip. Some places I didn't get to go to before, some places that I did get to go to. Need to pick up some stuff for the camera, some potential accessories and whatnot. And yeah, just venture around because we got to kill time till dinner reservation later today. Look, I'm Team Family Mart, but Lawson's does stock Muji, which is pretty sick. Lunch stop for the day. Cheers. Mandy and Chris went yesterday.
I know. It sounded like they tried to go before, right? Because it said something about like finally being
I know,
able to
yeah. I guess I didn't get to go last time. Trying to see what the exchange rate was here.
What?
The exchange rate right there, I was trying to see what it was. t-nakemeguro. Second stop out here.
I thought it like automatically starts.
Peak design. Oh dang. Little accessory kit. Literally right here. Hard off. Not too much N64 here. There's literally right next door. Cauguiran. And since it's Sunday, they have shut down the streets. So the main road everybody's just can walk through essentially, which is nice. But we are gonna make a stop at the Square Enix store. Hat. They got all the Final Fantasy stuff going on. All the figurines, play arts, Dragon Quest, Kingdom Hearts. It's 90-degree weather. Gotta stay hydrated. Thank you. Energy drink. What are you gonna go for, Aquarius? The classic potential tourist trap, but it is what it is. Super potato. Look at all the 64. Look at the Bluetooth adapters. So this is like a very popular, known store, especially for retro games, but they do tend to be on the more pricier side. But they have a lot of selection. Another one. Okay, so we're all wrapped up from Cauguiran, and we're literally about to hop on like the 5th train for today to head to the city where our reservation at for later tonight for dinner. And we have now arrived in the city of t-nakemeguro. We're here for another hour to 2 hours until our dinner reservation. Okay, so we are trying to beat the heat. Still have like another hour plus to kill. So we're looking for a bar that we found online. It should be open, despite it only being like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Let's see. Just walking the back streets. Huh? Oh yeah, right here. Found it. Okay, so we found the bar, and they have this nice little downstairs area that they said we can just hang out in, and it is stocked with AC, so this is perfect. back in the heat, en route to our final stop, main stop of the day, our dinner reservation. Alright, so we arrived at the restaurant, but reservation's not for another 10 minutes. And now we're back in the Shinjuku area. Look at it at night, all lit up. All right, back at the Airbnb. Quick recap of the day. It was quite the day one. We started off super early, as you saw, because of jet lag, and just kind of made our way around the area from there. We went from here in the Shinjuku area, where we got like pre-breakfast, stopped by a local cafe, which is really cool. I'll definitely be stopping by there again. And then we went to Akihabara, which did not anticipate the craziness because I forgot on Sundays they kind of shut down the area and all of that, so it was definitely super packed. Still got to check out a couple retro game stores, and I'll talk more about this on my Dojo Gamer channel for the gaming stuff. Got some pickups, some N64 Japanese titles, some stuff from the Square Enix store, these little acrylic cutouts. But yeah, like I said, the gaming stuff, I'll make sure that gets thrown onto the gaming channel. But we did that because we didn't really have a set plan for today outside of our dinner reservations at 5:30. So after spending a couple hours in the Akiba area and going to different stores, made our way to the Nakemeguro area because that's where our reservation was. And we got there pretty early, so we just walked around the area, checked out the new Starbucks reserved, and then like other things in that general area along the Meguro River. And then we made our way to a random bar that we found that was open just because we wanted to kill time, get some drinks before dinner, and just beat the heat. It's like a 90-degree day here in Japan summer, so day one was very taxing as far as just like the physical aspect of it. We walked like 20,000 plus steps, went to multiple cities and areas, and then finally we had our dinner at this restaurant called t-nakemeguro, which was fascinating. Really solid service, overall great food, great price point. Social media definitely did not let us down with this recommendation. It was definitely a restaurant that's catered to like everyone there. When we were there was like all foreigners, and I mean that in the sense like I wonder if so many people just see it on social media, so it's like a tourist attraction in itself. But the hype was fair for like roughly $150 per person. The service is great, the food is great. Did not leave hungry. Ton of food, ton of different courses, which I'll cut some footage in, of course. Outside of that, today got to use the DJI Pocket for the first time. It's currently at 9% right now as I record this, but in fairness, I used it the entire day on and off. I did not use the extended battery, so that's a bonus. I think I could definitely get through a full day with this alongside the extended battery. But yeah, really enjoyed using it. It was perfect for the kind of run and gun shots, and I think the video looks, pretty solid. Still getting used to the gimbal functionality and the different modes and settings. Like I literally just got this a week before I left, so still got to get more familiar with it, but am happy for how it performed, at least on day one for these vlogs. The mic quality today, I did not bring the DJI mic, I just used a built-in one, so hopefully this vlog turns out okay. Otherwise, we are now back at the Airbnb. It's like 9 p.m. I'm exhausted, just showered, cooling off here. Gonna bust out the Steam Deck, play some games, and rest and relax because we have another, if not more, packed day starting early tomorrow. So with that, hope you enjoyed the kickoff to the Japan 2024 vlog. We'll be seeing you in the next one.